Well, today is Saturday, April 21st, and it is time for our weekly meeting highlights. Today it's eat what you want. Unfortunately, I ate what I wanted all week, and it showed on the scale. I don't even want to tell you because it was so bad. I gained 3.9 pounds. So I'm back in the 40s, and we know how much I hate going back into the next set of numbers. And I was at 67.1 pounds lost, and now I'm back to 63. I'm going the wrong way. As John Candy said in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, you're going the wrong way. I knew I was going to gain because, unfortunately, I ate what I wanted, and it wasn't good choices. On the Freestyle program, you can eat what you want, but you have to budget it in. You can't just say, I'm going to eat what I want, and then not budget it in. You'll pay the consequences, which I did with a 3.9 gain. That is just ridiculous. I do have to say, though, that I really thought I was going to gain more. I really, in my heart of hearts, thought I was going to gain more. Not that I'm happy with it, because that's not the right choice of words, but I'm okay with the fact that I gained 3.9. I've had a couple weeks where I should have gained on Easter week, and I probably should have gained last week, although I did have a small gain last week. I gained 0.2. I just think it's coming back, and we all know on this journey that sometimes we lose our weight really easily, and other times we really have to fight really hard to lose our weight, and we kind of think, well, you know, I didn't do that great. How did I lose weight? And then you do really good, and then you don't lose any weight. Your body's going to release it when they want. I really feel that the 3.9 is a combination of what I ate this week and what I ate for the previous 2 weeks. And it's caught up with me. It was like a little race to catch up with me, and I slowed down just enough so that it could catch up. But I'm going to do better this week. I've rethought my thinking. That makes no sense. But I've rethought how I'm going to address my food this week. And I am going to eat what I want, but I'm going to eat it within limits. I'm going to make a lot better choices. I have decided that this week, and we know I've tried this in the past. It's been successful for me in the past, but it's hard. It's really hard for me. But I'm going to eat 3 meals. I figure I'm going to eat at 12, 3:30, and 7, because I usually don't eat dinner till about 7. I don't know why. It's just, I think it's when when I worked, by the time I'd get something on into the oven and things like that, we didn't usually eat till 6 or 6:30. Even when my kids were younger, they were involved in sports, and it was usually after school. So we've always eaten dinner late. And I know that I'm at the age where I'm supposed to be going for the early bird special, but no, I like eating at 7. I don't go to bed till like 1 or 2 in the morning, so the food has plenty of time to digest. I eat too much food at one sitting. I'm going to eat the same amount of food, but I'm going to divide it up over the three meals for the day. And I'm going to eat what I want. I'm going to be very diligent of what I'm going to put on my plate and be aware of what I'm eating. So the book tells us to plan for your favorite foods. While you probably have favorite foods that are both delicious and slow and smart points, you still have problems with forbidden foods or guilty pleasures. In the world of weight loss science, they're called high-risk foods, the ones you're most likely to overeat. Well, let me think. What is the things I'm most likely to overeat? French fries, candy, cookies, hamburgers. I like mac and cheese, but I really don't make it that much. But that's another high-ended food. You can Kelly on Weight Watchers learned she didn't have to give up all the foods that she liked. You just have to balance them into your day. I ate out 3 times last week and made poor choices. I could have ate lighter at previous meals, had more 0-point foods, and then chose a little bit more wisely. When we went to Texas Roadhouse, I got cheese fries. If you ever look up the point value of cheese fries, I can't tell you right offhand, but I think they got to be like 70, 75 points. Now, mind you, we shared them with the people at the table, but there was enough to take home, and I brought them home. And I ate them the next day cold because I love cold food. I'm distracted, I'm sorry. I don't like to reheat food. I very, very rarely reheat food. I did have leftover ribs. I eat them cold. I had a little bit of my baked potato left. I ate it cold. I'm not one to reheat food. I like it cold. That's a deterrent sometimes. It really is, because it's easier to get into your mouth quicker, and you don't really plan for it better. Yeah, I don't plan for it better. If you tell yourself you can never eat chocolate again, chocolate will be all you think about until you eat it. And then if you say you're going to not eat a certain food, when you do see it, you're going to binge on it. And mine probably was the cheese fries. I haven't had cheese fries in a long time. I know they're high in points. What I should have done was just take a few cheese fries, put them on my plate, and took my time eating them. I really enjoyed them and savor them. I can honestly say I didn't do that. I ate them like there was no tomorrow. And I can't say that I really enjoyed them because I was eating them. It was just like, oh my gosh, cheese fries. Let's have some cheese fry. And I went crazy. And I paid for it. But, you know, I pride myself on the fact that I can have a bad day. If you don't watch my daily vlog, Thursday I was in such a funk. I woke up in just such a bad, pissy mood, and I just didn't want to be on Weight Watchers anymore. I was tired of watching what I ate. I just ate whatever I wanted the whole day long. We had gone out to eat Wednesday night, so for my breakfast I had the cheese fries and the dinner rolls from the Texas Roadhouse with the cinnamon butter. I had that for my breakfast. Not a good breakfast, not at all. I did have a can of orange pop. I don't even care for orange pop that much, but my thought was I can't have the Pepsi because then I'd have 2 cans. So what did I do? I had a can of orange pop and a can of 7-Up. I don't know. I was trying to trick my brain, but my brain was tricking me because I made poor choices. I guess that's in a nutshell. I made poor choices. But I'm going to make better choices this week. What you need to do is fit your favorites into your daily schedule. So what you need to do is ask yourself, when will I eat it? Determine how you'll fit this food into your budget for the day. What size portion are you going to eat, and how many smart points is it? And how can you use the flexibility with some of your rollovers from the previous day, or the previous days even, and use 0 points to kind of incorporate it. I could have had my dinner, and I could have just had some 0 points for my breakfast, but I didn't do that. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. Number 2 is ask yourself, where will you eat it? If you worry about overeating, buy a single serving and eat it away from your house. If your high-risk food is chocolate chip cookies, buy one at the stand at the mall and then just eat it. Or if you have leftover cookies, bring them to a pal's house and leave them with them. A lot of times, my favorite meal I'll make and I'll just portion it out and put it in the freezer. If you followed me for a while, you know I don't mind eating frozen food either. You don't get to be this size by saying, oh, I can live on vegetables and I can live on lettuce and tomatoes. No, you get this size because you eat quickly and you're not conscious of what you're eating. The third thing you want to do is say, when will you eat it? Will you eat it after dinner? Will you eat it on a night out? Or will you eat it on Saturday when you're at the mall? And the fourth thing is, with whom will you eat it? Food is often best enjoyed with other people, and eating high-risk food in company can minimize shame or self-criticism. I was really self-loathing a lot this week because I was going crazy with my eating. I just felt that I was letting myself down. My thought process was, I was depressed. I really was when I think back to it. I've been talking about my mother a lot this week. My mother's been gone 9 years, 10 years, 10 years. My sister's been gone 3 years, and my brother's been gone 6 years. And this week I was just thinking about them so much. They were just so much in my heart and my thoughts, and I just couldn't get past it. I don't know why. I miss them so much, and I know that I'm going to see them again one day, but you know, like, the selfish part of me wants them today, you know, and it's just, I do talk to them within my heart, and I know that they hear me, and I know that they answer me. And they were telling me, stop eating, stop eating. And my mother said, go buy a pair of socks. Oh, if you don't watch my daily vlog, my mother used to run up to the store and just buy a pair of socks. And I never really put the correlation together until I was putting laundry away. And I had gone shopping the other day when I was in a funk, and I bought some socks. I probably have about 50 pairs of socks. I don't need socks, but I think that was a trigger in my brain to think of my mom. And it kind of helped me a little bit getting out of my funk, a little bit. So we're going to do the Think Again page. See how you can shift from a nope, never, can't mindset to your favorite foods to make it more livable. The unhelpful thought is, I'm going to my favorite restaurant and I love their chocolate cake, but I can't have cake. But the helpful thought is, it's unrealistic to think I'll never eat chocolate cake again. I'll pre-track it, then decide ahead ahead of time what to order for dinner so I can really enjoy it. If you really want that piece of cake for dessert, then just try to eat a lighter dinner. You know, instead of getting like the burger and the fries, maybe just get the burger, and then just don't eat the bun, just eat the burger, and then you get room for the points from the cake. The unhelpful thought is, I'm dreading our afternoon meeting. They always have those donuts. I love donuts, and healthy eating and donuts just don't mix. But the helpful thought is, my favorite donuts can be part of my overall eating pattern if I plan ahead. I'll use rollovers and I'll enjoy every bite so I feel satisfied, not guilty. When I have a birthday, which we have lots of birthdays in my family, especially now that they're starting up for the summer, I try to eat 0 points earlier in the day because I am going to have a slice of cake. And not so much ice cream. If I'm going to have ice cream, it's going to be in a banana split. And then I'm going to drive to 31 Flavors, which is probably a half an hour away. So, I mean, I really have to plan on that and make allowances for the rest of the day if that's what I'm going to do. It's not something I'm just going to hop in the car and go and do. I have to plan it out ahead of time. I think I'm going to try this quick beef nachos, but the difference is I'm not going to put the deli counter roast beef into strips on it. I think I'm just going to grill up some hamburger, or not hamburger, ground sirloin. But doesn't that look good? That really does look good. And it seems easy enough. And I do like them. I do like that for sure. But, and once again, it's eat what you like, or eat what you want. I got to remember what the titles are. And we mostly just talked about the book. We actually did talk about the book today. And people were saying what they liked about Freestyle is it's easy to screw up. And then other people said they liked it because it's easy to get back on track. It's 50-50. You know, it is very easy. Now that there's unlimited foods, just because eggs are free doesn't mean you can eat a half a dozen eggs at one setting. You know, you have to, like, be realistic in your choices. Remember, this is the good one. It's okay to have a gain. Just get right back on track. You're never going to have a loss every single week. There's a couple people in our meetings that said that they've had a loss every single week. I can't think that they're lying, but I think that unless they just started, I think it's kind of unrealistic. I've been going now for 16 months. To think in 16 months I was never going to have a gain wouldn't be a realistic thought. Then they're asking about different things that what you want, why you need to go to your meeting. I knew I was going to gain today. I had no doubt in my mind I was going to go and have a gain, but staying home wasn't going to keep my body from having a gain. That just wasn't. So I needed to go. And so that what they said is when you're doing really good, the meeting needs you to show up. But when you're struggling, you need to go to the meeting. And that's what really helped me today, because I really needed to go to the meeting. It did give me a little boost that I needed, and it really did help me. And they gave us different things that you could try. If you're planning on eating something that's high points, try to split it in half and put the other half away for another day. Share it with someone else. Try to eat more 0 point foods to kind of balance it out. And you have to eat more than just the 0 point foods. You have to get fats in your diet. You have to get carbohydrates in your diet. Unfortunately, I had way too many fats and carbohydrates in my diet last week, but I'm going to do better this week. I know I will. And you'd have to not let a craving turn into a binge. I really didn't binge. I really don't feel that I binged. I did gain weight, obviously, but I don't feel like it was a binge. It was trying to fill something deep inside of me that food's never going to fill. And I'm coming to that realization that food is not going to fill me up. And you want to keep a food diary, which I do. And I keep it on my phone, and I also keep it written, which is easy because then you can go back and forth. And never, never, never label foods as being good foods or bad foods. All foods are good foods if you eat them within reason. Cake is not going to be considered a healthy food, but it's a good food in the sense that it gives you joy when you're eating it. And if you eat it within limitations, you're fine. Just know that you can eat what you want. You really can eat what you want. You just have to make smart choices. And I promise you I'm going to make smart choices this week, and I am going to lose that 3.9 because I got to get back in the 30s. I can't stay up in these 40s. I've said goodbye to them, and I didn't want to revisit them, and yet I did. So I will see you guys next week. Please leave me a comment down below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the like button and share if you think it'll help somebody.